Okay, and I think this is the final mission. We don't have to kill this guy, but... Wait, yeah, we do have to kill this guy. We can spare the other one. And I want to get rid of this one, though. Can I? Oh, that sucks. Well, that works, so great. At least I know what to do if I start this again. Okay. So there are two areas like this one. Oops.
There he is.
Well, either way, there's no stealth. I'm not restarting for this. But
There he is.
yeah, you will be a nuisance, so just die. There's another area that's exactly like this, except you have to climb instead of climbing down. Oh, and why? That other god is not losing track of me. Why, sir? Are you too good to abide by the game's rules? Well, thank you. Well, let me show you the other way to deal with this first guard. I find this one a little more fun. You, sir. Yeah, so this is another one mission where I have to ask you to bear with me. It's just garbage through and through, and oh, I forgot to. Sorry, sir, you die in this one. I forgot to use the lever. This one is extra frustrating again because of a lack of a checkpoint, and just how freely it kills the player for no good reason with bottomless pits and everything. I hate it very much. But at least if we can tackle it stealthily. Come on, Mr. God, thank you. There's basically no time to get the drop on this guy. Sometimes it works, and sometimes the randomized paths will just not play out in your favor. There's no way to know if you're going to pull off the sneak attack or not. I would like to show it to you if I'm able.
He's gone.
But this requires almost anticipating the enemy's movements.
I found him.
Yeah, not going to be possible. But I know it. I know you can do it because I did it on the DS. Oh, and you, sir, don't move. It won't save you. Also, you have to be careful because this is a deadly drop. And I don't remember. Yeah, there was a door. Whoa. Okay. Well, where did you come from? And please turn away so that I don't have to waste my single remaining. Yeah, thank you. Oops. Thank you. Oh, okay, so this is the part I remember. These guys are such a hassle to deal with. Again, this is a deadly fall. And... Whoops. And it's not worth attempting that using stealth. Trying to make it entirely unseen. The random patrol with 2 guards is just way too long to bother with that. Oh. I think at this point though, I can safely drop down. Oh! Well, safe may be a big word. Can I get... Nope. Okay, there are so many of these guards. And I don't think I have a way back up. So I really just have to wait for them to be in a good configuration. Which means this guy... Well, good enough. If I only have to deal with the archer, I'm fine with that. Actually, I think... Come on! Come on! Oh, okay, so there's an enemy that sees me for no good reason. So I can't enter this... I can't enter this barrel to get the drop on the enemy, which is in the area I'm interested in sneaking through. Oh yeah, and you're this guy as well. Need to be careful. Actually, I'm going to wait for Ezio's synchronization, quote unquote, to come back. His health, of course, because this is just too finicky. The timing is always so off. See here, I was already holding the right button to parry, but there's no way to parry until your action is complete. So I think the best course of action is to have a running head start. So Ezio has the time to... Come on. There we go. And mind you, no checkpoints. Actually, this is so obviously the point where a checkpoint would be needed that I'm going to have another one. Another save state. Hopefully I don't have to use it. Oh, well. I forgot about this one. Okay, this is the area I was remembering just earlier. So these guys... Well, these guys aren't archers, but... There are archers above who can and will hit you. Also, some more archers will appear out of nowhere, because why not? Who cares about fairness? When trying to increase the challenge of your game. And there's no way to go through this area undetected. And mind you, I'm always pressing the attack button at the same time. At the very beginning of the animation. If you press it too early... Well, there's that too, of course. And by the way... the thing the game taught us to do... Future Magical is here to complete my thought. Apparently blocking arrows doesn't work. Hey! Would you mind? You don't exist. So please, behave. Yeah, again, no time to block the attack, so back to waiting again.
Got away.
Yeah, he got away. Whatever shall you do? Too early, yay! And yeah, I'm just waiting again. I'm not going to edit this one. You're going to see the full extent of this game's miserable repetitiveness. I've had to suffer through this on the DS twice. So I won't spare any of it to you. And this is the kind of thing I had completely forgotten about when I started recording this Let's Play. Great. So that answers one of my questions. Finally. Once again. So fun. Well, okay. And you need to go, yeah, you need to go at the top to unlock that thing, so it's not like you can avoid all the boring stuff. You actually have to go through this. And we'll have to climb that back up and do this bit of platforming again. I'm pretty happy that I didn't have to that I didn't mess up the climbing. Also, yeah, these guys will start attacking you even when they're not... They can't be aware of your presence according to the game's rules, so... Thank you, game. I was tired of having fun. And this is the last one and most annoying one. This guy, if I remember correctly, I suppose if you're fast enough, you can jump. But here, I think I hope I'm making clear that you can't just jump from the ledge. The position is just going to make you go down. You need to actually climb up. And the amount of time you have to climb up, and the distance Ezio will travel, because he's going to backflip instead of turning away, means that you have no choice but to deal with this guy. I'm not going to attempt it a second time. I think it's it's clearing things enough as it is. Whoops. I was trying to see if maybe there was a way to... But you can't... it's not like in Prince of Persia when you can... or even Assassin's Creed, for that matter. When you can make Ezio switch directions, he can only front flip or back flip. And... okay. Just one more. One more. No. I'm not taking the risk. I'm not taking the risk because if I get hit by an arrow, which prevents me from countering, I get hit for even more damage. And I'm fairly sure it took me a lot less time to complete that on the DS. You're just having to deal with my lack of luck here. There we go, finally. It was not any less frustrating, and I think I also died here. Because this is another deadly fall. Actually, maybe I want to get rid of this guy just to be sure. I'm not taking any risks. Well, I am because I'm not making a safe state, but there's so much full damage. Oh, yeah, and this is going to be another very boring area to traverse. Yeah, and I need to remember, we need to actually go up. To actually go up here. Come on. And then... yeah, that does let us progress through here. You, sir, I have no idea what you are. Okay, well... I want to avoid fighting brutes, obviously. You're a brute, aren't you? No, you're not. Oh, checkpoint. Okay, so at least I have something to look forward to. I don't think these guys can see me. So it should be okay. But I don't have throwing knives, so... I need to be careful when jumping. Oh, especially since this is a brute. At least... that's them done with. One more, I suppose. So I need to know if you're a brute before I can proceed. Well... I guess he was. Thankfully, he is no longer. Let's wait again. Oh, well. Let's wait far away. There's still... yeah, I'm still within range. kind of sucks because you can't stay in a position where they lose sight of you. And this episode is already 45 minutes long, almost. And these guys want I don't want to fight you guys, so let's see if I can just go away. Maybe I want to drop down actually, but I'll wait here and see if maybe that makes it so I don't have to find them. No, I guess they're triggered forever. So well, we'll not take any risks if I'm low on health. If I'm not at full health, I'll just wait for my health to come back. Because I should have been able to deal with those guys with knives, but I wasted those on whatever. Once again, please. Again. Here, I anticipated the attack. I didn't react to it. Here again. And that's really the best thing you can do. You see also, when the blade is golden, they're performing the same exact attack as you, and they will break your guard. Come on, thank you. Now, well, let's try not to die due to Ezio not catching the ledge. Well, the wall in that instance. I think we're good to go. But of course, that brings a guard toward us, and it's a brute, of course. I was about to say, if he moves away at least, that lets me a chance to... well... to reach the checkpoint first. This is very welcome. But this level is just way too long for its own good. Whoops. And I'm lengthening it by doing stupid stuff like this. Actually, I'm tempted to reload the checkpoint so that I have throwing knives again. I'm still hoping we'll find some more. Whoops. Oh, you can see me. Well, yeah, I'm going to use this as an excuse. I want my throwing knives, and there's one way to gain them back. They're nothing. You, sir.
He's gone.
He was never there. Ezio is just a figment of your imagination. A deadly one. Brute again, brute again. Yeah, it's also very repetitive. By this point you've seen everything the game has to offer twice or more. Oh, are you? That's a halberd guy once again. No? Okay, I guess there's one way to deal with this guy. Doesn't seem like he moves. And I still don't know where I'm supposed to go. Brute again. Oh, and this is going to be lovely. So this one is super finicky. Well, let's waste. Yeah, you can miss this. You can miss this pull when vaulting, and I'm pretty sure the other one may be an instant death. So I need to be extra careful. I think that's all right. Well, thankfully I grabbed the second one, but trajectories are just so finicky to anticipate. And counterintuitive too. But... well... sure. But that's exactly the kind of thing that makes the platforming so annoying. And actually, I needed to stay on this wall. This is really unsatisfying, actually, climbing a wall vertically up until a certain point in order to progress through platforming. Wait. This? No, that did lead forward. I don't actually have to fight those brutes though, and that's very helpful. Once again. Okay. Oh, come on, Ezio! No! Not now! So, I think what I'm going to do is try to have a running head start so that I can climb this thing before they can get to Ezio. Because two of them is no joke, especially if they manage to stun lock you. Whoops. Okay, well, at least we didn't die from this. And we need to go back here, I suppose. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just getting paranoid with the fall damage. They should have just made it so deadly falls were marked in some way. I have no idea what's underneath. It could have been the place to put a haystack in, but I think we're on the brink of finishing the game, so let's face TORQUEMADA.
You are a vile and pitiful man, TORQUEMADA. And your alliance with the Spaniard has disqualified you from your god's love.
You dare to lecture me? I am the hammer of heretics, the light of España, the honor of my order. I follow none but God's command.
All lies. Rodrigo Borgia is an unbeliever like me, and yet you lavish him with favors.
A fantastic tale and a spurious one. Borgia is one of 3 papal candidates this year, and he is as devoted to God as I am.
So I have to say this, to mention it again. We haven't actually completed... Well, Ezio hasn't seen the end of Assassin's Creed 2 at this point. He doesn't know that Rodrigo Borgia is... It doesn't believe in God. He will learn that in 1499.
There's no better hiding place than in the shadow of virtue. You are as blind to his evil as you are to yours.
So what will you do with me, heathen? Murder me? Slit my throat and bathe in my blood?
Well, that would be nice, yeah.
No. I prefer a quick, clean kill.
That works too.
Guards!
You will discover the truth about Rodrigo Borgia in time. But by then, it will be too late.
So yeah. Thankfully we are going to kill this guy in the next level. Except... no. This is the end of the game.
Forgive me, my friends. Torquemada escaped. But not before enlightening me on 1 or 2 points. He is a petty man, consumed by self-deception.
What of his connection to the Spaniard?
He admires Rodrigo Borgia, but I do not believe Torquemada is a Templar himself. Merely a credulous old sycophant. Perhaps this is for the best. Torquemada's death would have caused more turmoil than it ended.
We will work hard to distance him from the Queen, while we protect ourselves from his inquisitors.
Best of luck, my new friends. And send me word when Christopher returns.
He has promised to write me the moment he arrives. I will forward the copy of any letter he sends.
I look forward to it.
And that was Assassin's Creed Discovery. I guess the game was repetitive enough that there's nothing much I can add to what I've already said. This has the elements of a great game, and honestly, I like the elements that were kept in the Chronicles trilogy a lot better than when playing this game. The interplay between platforming and stealth rarely, if ever, worked in this, and I feel like they really managed to fine-tune that in the Chronicles trilogy. So yeah, I guess comparisons were inevitable. I think thematically there's a lot that's interesting in the assassins meddling with the ones in power. I still find it very weird that they would associate with Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain, and well, that's the age-old thing with this series. Aside from the first game, assassins tend to conveniently associate with the people that won, except in some games. No spoilers, but I really like what they did with one of the games we're going to see next. Even though, well, thematically, well, whatever. We'll get there when we get there. But if you know which game I mean, and it's not Revelations, you probably know why I like the subversion of assassins working with powerful people. I'll say no more about this. But yeah, the theme, Luis Santangel in this in this game seems like a fascinating character. So I'm getting, even if it's not said outright, I'm getting that he's Jewish and had to convert to stay in Spain because of the Queen and the King's intolerance and their ambition to unify Spain under a single religion, and a sensitive terrain to tread, so that's why Ubisoft is usually avoiding that. But that makes for a very, very interesting character, and I think it's a little better than what they did with religion in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, to be honest. But aside from this, well, the whole thing with Christopher Columbus, which I suppose was called Christopher Colombo at the time in this place, but yeah, it feels a bit contrived. Everyone is catering to this guy he's not yet discovered the new continent, the new world, and yet everyone already acts like he's a celebrity. That feels a bit like the future is writing the past, if that makes sense. And yeah, I suppose we've not discovered the collective mind of us all. We're more familiar now with Christopher Columbus's less friendly side. He was a profiteer. He was someone who exploited people. Knowing in hindsight what he's going to do next, it feels a bit weird that the assassins would so readily ally with them. But I guess I'm also thinking from hindsight, because I suppose at the time the assassins may have had no ideas of what he was going to do, that he was going to enslave people. But yeah, Christopher Columbus feels like the kind of character you would make a Templar out of. I also would like to look at the... oh... yeah, so we can unlock some things. I guess... oh, we can have only one active at a time. Fast wall climb would have been great. No radar mode would just make the game even worse. Antonio Disguise could be funny. I want to see that one in action, so let's try it. Faster sync for Gen, not very interested in that. Spanish Assassin Disguise. I may try to get a few more points to unlock this. But on my DS, I'm not going to make another episode of this. And hard mode, I don't think I'd bother even looking into that. And I guess, yeah, since we've unlocked all this, I can do any mission I like. I think the one... that one was fine. I think that one I did like. And here we are. Antonio is doing assassin work. Well, let's not
justice both these men, but look.
Let's not listen to this again. Did we? Yeah. It's nice to see Antonio do stuff for a change. I would like the ability to play as Rosa, but this is already nice. And yeah, I guess that's the thing. The entirety of the gameplay, if taken as separate from the rest of the game, from how it's put together into levels, actually feels great. I really enjoyed the stealth missions. I was really thankful for unlocking the throwing knives, but yeah, there's a great basis for a great game, and sadly, it's more frustrating than anything. It doesn't feel good to play, except in short bursts. Yeah, because of this, actually. It's a game that doesn't know whether it wants to go fast or slow, and it's far from the only one. That's also my issue with... I don't even remember. I suppose there was a... I suppose there was a Metal Gear game I had this issue with, but I'm not even sure, I don't remember. And yeah, I think this is an interesting microcosm of not a microcosm actually, an amazing first attempt, an interesting first attempt, not amazing, certainly not amazing. An interesting first attempt at 2.5D. And I'm looking forward to the improved next versions. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!